And we're here at a Pokemon video, and Qualifier 4's just finished. Congratulations to the winner of Qualifier 4. I'm sorry, I'm probably gonna butcher your name, but I believe it's Taketo Seki. This is his winning list. It was essentially a Zacian mirror match, so hats off to both of them. Out of 1,500 people, 1 and 2, that's really great. But we're gonna first look at the winning list. It's a really good deck, actually. Essentially, your main attacker is your Zacian, being able to hit for the Brave Blade of 230. And then, of course, you got these other techs in here using the Jirachi Prism to take an extra prize if you have an open bench spot. And, of course, getting it into your prizes if it is not by using the Mr. Mime ability, Pantomime. Being able to put your top deck into your prize cards face down, essentially switching them out, and it works really well with Zacian. It's a little bit faster than using ADP, which seems a lot of these decks have gone away from using ADP. ADP Zacian is still pretty strong. Like, don't get me wrong, it's still a very strong card, but a lot of decks are kind of going away from that a little bit here. So this is the winning list. Me personally, I probably would change out the Mawile-GX. I understand why it is here for the Obstagoon matchup. It works great in there, being able to just fill up their bench with all their Zigzagoons if you can, and then just kind of going from there. But looking at the rest of it, you have the Mr. Mime, having the Friend Ball, because most likely somebody is playing either some sort of metal Pokemon or electric Pokemon. So being able to search out your Pokemon through your deck with this is really good. It's just a one of though, so it could get prized, it may not, but it just all depends. Then you have 3 bosses orders. You really haven't seen a lot of decks running 3 bosses, but this one does. It works really great, being able to switch your opponent's active Pokemon with one of their bench Pokemon. It works great. Just keep in mind though, it is just supported for the turn, and there is no way to get it back. There's no way at the moment in this deck to get that back. So if you lose it, it's gone. It is what it is. So just kind of keep that in mind. And then the one card that we haven't seen a lot of play much this season is Sonia. Being able to search your deck for up to 2 basic Pokemon or 2 basic energy cards, reveal them and put them into your hand and shuffle your deck. This card is actually really good in my opinion, especially in this deck. Being able to search out, Mr. Mime, Jirachi, Zacian, and just any card that you need, especially in that moment where, Quick Ball can get you 1 of, but at least with Sonia, you can get 2. So that way you can kind of get the combo going. If you get Mr. Mime down, you got Jirachi, and you already have Oranguru on your bench, then you're already set. But yeah, this is pretty straightforward. The Metal Goggles seem to help out a little bit in the mirror match, as we saw in the finals match there. This is pretty much, if you don't have Tool Scraper, this is a really devastating card, being able to block your opponent from putting on any damage counters. This is probably really great against Dragapult VMAX. So hey, the deck looks good. It's very, I would say maybe Azul's list is probably a little bit more consistent than this one. And like I said, I think I would probably take out either a Mawile-GX just for just main Necrozma. When I was kind of playing through the ladder with this deck, I found myself just wanting to hit either an ADP that retreated or fled. Just being able to hit it for that 60 after you hit it for a 230. That way, it just was nice to me. That's the one thing that I would probably change out of this, and maybe put a second Mr. Mime just in case you do prize 1. But outside of that, the list is really solid. Of course, it just won Qualifier 4, so why not? But let's go ahead, let's get into a match and see how this goes. All right, so we got our first matchup here, playing only metal. So this is probably Lucario, Metal, and Zacian, maybe. That's pretty much my only guess here. That's the only deck that I can think of that plays straight metal metal Pokemon. I'm not really sure of what else could be in this deck. This is going to be very interesting. So we have our Mr. Mime. It's only our 1 of, so this is not an ideal start here. Hopefully we can top deck into a Quick Ball or something and hopefully get this Mr. Mime out the way. And this Stunkfish, okay. This is interesting. If this Pokemon is in the active spot and is damaged by an opponent's attack, discard an energy from the attacking Pokemon. Okay, have not seen a deck like this. So this probably does play Zacian, Jirachi, and all the other things that kind of come with it. Okay, this is interesting. This is interesting. What is your damage? Flip a coin until you get tails. X does 30 more for each heads. Oh. Okay. So this is unfortunately a terrible start. Let's just go ahead and attach to the Mr. Mime and pass, and hopefully they don't get anything. Yeah, that's actually kind of tough. So they can at least already off the bat do 60 damage. So they need at least one. Oh no, so they need 2 heads to knock us out. So hopefully they do not get that. Crushing hammers hurts a lot. You know, almost every single deck is playing it just because of Dragapult. So that has seen a major resurgence recently, not just in mill decks. So okay, so they missed the attach for turn, and we're still missing it. I want to probably just boss orders him and just have it stuck in the... Oof, this is tough. This is really tough. I guess we just pass again. So unfortunately, this is a draw. I mean, you can't really do nothing about that. We're dead drawing at the moment. Yeah, so it is what it is. It happens. There's not really much else we can kind of do about it. Just hope for the best that nothing else happens. And of course, there goes those metal goggles. All right, so let me hit us for 30. If we do not top deck here into something, okay, we're good here now. I'm trying to think. Do I want to? No, don't want to attach again. But yeah, we just got to research. Unfortunately, this hand would have been really well for other things. Whoa. Okay. All right, so we've already lost 1 boss order. I kind of want to make sure we have enough to attack for next turn, so I think we might have to get rid of 1 switch and go for a Zacian here. Yep, so we're gonna go for a Zacian. Or maybe we pivot into... Do we pivot into Jirachi? No, I think we kind of go for Zacian and then kind of go from there. Yeah, because if we need to, we can pivot into Jirachi on another turn. But for now, let's just kind of work our way through this. So yeah, we've already down 2 Metal Saucers. We'll do this and then a Trapeze Sword. All right, so at least... So the biggest thing is we have to get our Mr. Mime out of the active. Maybe we should have actually got Mr. Mime out of the active on our last turn. Just on the off chance that they do knock us out here. Because without Mr. Mime, we won't be able to do the combo. And the combo works really well. And of course, we get Marnie here. Because, I mean, we had it in our hands. The one thing I did not check is our prize cards. I probably should have done that. Oh, we still have it, actually. Tails. Okay, so I think this next turn we'll probably have to go for a Dedenne. Yeah, because right now Mew won't do anything for us, so we can kind of get rid of Mew here. And there's Lucario Melmetal. That's what we were afraid of here. Once they kind of get that GX going. All right, cool. So we're good now. We definitely need to get... Ooh. I want to say we probably researched this hand away. As great as getting the combo to get to work at the moment, I think we kind of just research this hand away and go into a Jirachi. Yeah, that seems to be the better play here. So we'll go into Jirachi here. Bench Jirachi, will retreat into Jirachi as well. Go ahead and use our Metal Saucer. There we go, and then we'll research the hand. I would have liked to have been able to do the combo there. I think we can actually almost pull it off. We are just missing 1 extra thing. There's all our switches. Actually, we can go into the combo now. Let's at least get it set up. I think that will be the best because we can actually get this set up now. We can go ahead and scoop up the Mr. Mime. Go after the Jirachi now as well. Let's first attach this here. Maybe we should have attached that actually. Okay, so let's go ahead, pick up the Mr. Mime here. Let's go make sure Jirachi is not actually in the deck, so that's terrible. All right, so again, you know, it's as simple as just checking your prize cards. And then maybe we'll Intrepid Sword the second one. Yeah, and we'll just do that. So we have Tool Scraper. We'll be able to get rid of both Metal Goggles here. So already our Mr. Mime, our Jirachi is in the prize cards already. So that's the only thing. We're gonna have to figure out which prize card it is, and that's fine. I think we'll be okay for right now. Definitely want to get rid of both these Metal Goggles and probably hit into Paparazzi V if we can. There's nothing really we can do about the Lucario Metal. We could probably just hit into it. This is probably the time that I would really just want to have that Dust Main Necrozma GF, Dust Main Necrozma. Again, just being able to punch it at any point in time works great. So I think that's what we'll end up doing here, at least. So we'll definitely get rid of both Metal Goggles. Hit the Paparazzi V. And probably Marnie. Their hand wasn't that strong though, so I don't think I want a Marnie. But I definitely want to make sure Mr. Mime does not get taken into the discard pile. So we'll go ahead and get rid of both of these real quick. Definitely put down the Oranguru. And then see, we can't boss orders up as well. Oh, actually we can. Okay, so we'll put down the Oranguru. Go ahead and get Primate Wisdom. Let's get the Mr. Mime on top of the deck. There's the energy that we need. Okay, so we don't actually need to research this hand away. I was going to originally Dedenne this hand away, but we're fine now. So we'll go ahead and Stellar Wish. Let's get the Quick Ball. That way we can get the Mr. Mime back and we can actually do the combo again after we knock out the Paparazzi V. And hopefully that this time we actually pull the card we need. Actually, we probably should have took the Scoop Up Net, because if we took the Scoop Up Net, we can get Jirachi out of the active and then save our switch for next turn. So that's probably a misplay on my part. So let's go ahead, Zacian V. And let's go ahead and hit into the Paparazzi V for 230 knockout. And then hopefully we actually pull off the Jirachi Prism on our prize cards. Nope, that's not it right there. All right, so it's still in our last 4 prizes. That's fine. We could probably actually swing into Lucario Metal as well and just kind of get it prepped up for the next attack. I want to say this deck probably has some sort of Malo and Lana somewhere, so it's definitely playing that. We will probably lose our energy on our Zacian V here. If I was to probably think about that, it might end up happening. But we could probably just actually swing into the Stunkfish and kind of take it from there. I think that might be the best bet, because we can't attack this next coming turn, and that's fine. So they are looking for that attach for turn here, and right there it is. So we are going to lose all the energy on our active, and that's fine. And they play 4 Metal Goggles. Okay, was not expecting that. And yep, full Metal Wall GX, and that's fine. So now we kind of need to get out of the active. So we don't want to lose our Mr. Mime, and their hand wasn't that great either. So we might just Marnie here, because again, if we save the switch, we'll be able to get out of the active and then kind of go from there. I think we might end up Marnieing, save the Oranguru, And then, yeah, so we'll go ahead, quick ball real quick. I want to see what else we have on the deck. No need to get another Zacian at the moment. We do have at least one Metal Saucer, so one more prize. Nope, we've used 3. And yeah, so Marnie, get a couple of energy. Probably don't need you at the moment, so we'll put you back at the bottom of the deck. And then we will go ahead and Marnie. Yes, that's fine. Okay, so problem is getting this guy out of the active, and I don't think we should really worry about him at the moment. He's gonna get hit. I believe we still have a couple more switches in the deck. We at least have 2 more. So I think what we'll end up doing, put this on top of the deck. All right, and then Intrepid Sword and hope that we hit into a couple. All right, perfect. So now we just need to switch, and that's easy. Oh, that should be probably easy to kind of get here. Them crushing hammers. Maybe we should have just attached one and then kind of just gone from there. They're almost out of crushing hammers at least, and they have a Team Yell Grunt. So this is just ultimate energy denial. That's all this is. This is not nice though. This is, yeah. So essentially what we can do is we can go up, we'll swing into Lucario Melmetal. We'll probably only hit it for, they're already take so 60 less. So I'll hit it for 160. No, I can't count today. 170, which is fine. Yep, and they're only going to hit us for 20. So next turn they'll be able to hit us for at least 120 after that. So that's fine. All right. So we can get 2 basic energy, put 2 on top. We'll still be fine here. We at least need to get a hit here. So let's see what is actually on our top. Ooh, all right. I was not expecting that. If we can get that Zacian up, that would be fine. But most likely, because they still have... Okay. So they still have at least 3 more of their Metal Saucers. So I think we want to at least attach here. No. We attach here. Yeah, I think we attach here actually. And then we Intrepid Sword. Okay. We have boss orders. Unfortunately, it's not going to be able to knock him out on our next turn. We do have to switch. So I think what we'll end up doing this next turn is we'll attach the Zacian V, put the Escape Board on top of the Zacian V as well. And then that way, the next coming turn, we can kind of start setting up another Zacian at the same time. And of course, there is a Marnie. So maybe we should have attached the skateboard then. Kind of not have to worry about it, but it's all right. Still get into the switch. That's perfectly fine. Heavy impact, still not doing a lot of damage to us. And then we'll start setting up our back Zacian V here. So we did get a Metal Saucer. And I believe they're out of crushing hammers. They do at least have 1 Team Yell Grunt, so there is that. And I kind of don't want to waste a switch, but we might have to. I think this is fine. We're gonna come up, hit you for 170. That seems fine. Yeah, so we'll hit you for 170. Go ahead and attach and Metal Saucer here. Because if they decide to kind of like, you know, chase after this Zacian here, there's not really much they can do about it. So I think we'll just hit for 170, and that's fine. So yeah, we'll just kind of wait and see. The deck we're playing against is not fun. I will tell you this. That's a very, like, this is a very grindy kind of game or match here. Which sometimes can be either great or for, you know, if you can draw perfectly, it's great matchup. But right now, this is not going well. You know, they still haven't taken a prize card, which is good. There's no way for them to gust up our Zacian V at the moment, and he will probably most likely retreat here into the other Zacian, which is very weird to do. Because I believe I still have a Great Catcher. I don't think I got rid of it. Yeah, so we still have a Great Catcher and 1 boss orders. I think what you would want to do here is, or you can do that. I mean, he's been hitting heads all. Yep. That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. Okay, so we're still okay. I think we need to quick ball away whatever we top deck, get a Dedenne, and kind of go through our deck for a second here. They still are behind, and we're actually tied in the price cards at the moment. I don't. Actually, you know what, Mr. Mime, we'll kind of get rid of you. And I think we'll put a fresh Zacian on the board as well. Yeah, we'll do this and then data change. See what else we can get. Okay, so we can at least scoop up. We'll go ahead and Stellar Wish real quick. We could chase after the. Oh, no, he put it down. Yep. We already have Metal Goggles. I think this is kind of what we do here. We will actually do Escape Board or Boss Orders. So we can get this Stunkfish up, hit it for 2. Man, this is tough. This is tough. I think we just hit into Zacian. I think that's all we do here. Yeah, we'll just hit into Zacian actually. So we will attach for a turn here. Use the Escape Board. Retreat into Zacian. Put you on top just in case. Alright. And I think we just hit. Yeah, because we're out of that, so we at least we don't have another Zacian lined up. And they have to at least retreat here, so we at least have another switch in our deck. At least there's 2. There's at least another one. Okay, so they're gonna have to retreat here. I wish we had a reset stamp or something to kind of break this, and that's fine. They can't GX us again. So they either have to switch out of the active and then come back to the active, or they just sit here in Intrepid Sword. I mean, they have almost their entire deck in their hand. So I don't see a reason why they wouldn't have an extra switch already. Unless they're down. So they're down actually 3 switches. So they might not have another switch. So they might just have to Intrepid Sword here. Which will be fine for us, because we can actually go ahead and Professor's Research and then hope for the best I can get another Zacian kind of ready to go here. Yep, so, oh, they didn't even entrap his sword. Okay, that's interesting. So what do we want to save here? I want to save the net at least. Let me save the net. All right. Oh, look at that. We don't even have to do much. Okay, so, oh, good thing we didn't Professor's Research. We would have actually decked out here. So maybe we should see. So let's see what the last 5 cards are first. So there's no more Metal Energy. Ooh. That is tough. Okay, so there's no more Metal Energy in our deck at all. And this is our last switch. So we're just going to live on our prayer here. Actually, we'll take the boss orders. So what we can do is, so we'll knock out this active Zacian here and then go after the Stunkfish. That is our best bet. And swinging for another Brave Blade. Oh, nope. Where's Jirachi? That's not the Jirachi. So it's in the last two prize cards. Ah, man. I don't think Marnie here will do well for us. We have to hope that they just get tails twice in a row. Unfortunately, that's kind of all we can do. All right, that's the first tails. Perfect. I think we just kind of just don't do anything. Yes, I believe we just don't do anything. We will just actually put Boss Order on top. Metal Goggles here. Yeah. And pass. Because they need at least three heads in order to win this. So they'll at least hit. Yep, so we'll just pass. So if we get Marnied, we Marnie into Boss's orders that they try to retreat the Stunkfish, and then we kind of just leave it at that. So we need to hope that Stunkfish gets another double heads here, double tails. Thank you. All right. So, all right, we're living on a prayer here, okay? We're living on a prayer. It's in our last two prize cards. Can we get it? That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. Woo. All right. So yeah, that's essentially the deck. Unfortunately, we played it out against a very grindy kind of game there. Playing against Lucario Melmetal, that's normally how it kind of goes, unfortunately. But that was amazing. I'm glad we kind of got that. I miscounted the amount of energy. I know I did a lot of misplays in here. But like I said, the deck is really good. It's really good. So if you haven't already, check it out. Check out the list. The list is down in the description, or go to limitless.gg. Can't think of the name. Anyways, the list will be down in the description. I'll also link the list as well to Limitless in the description as well. But I hope you liked the video. If you haven't already, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, all those great things. And I'm probably going to come back with Azul's list and probably a couple other lists that came from the top 8. Till then, I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.